MajorSlackVideos.
Boy, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Resident Evil 2 Claire B walkthrough. And we're going for an S rank, and this is it. This is the big kahuna. G3, G4, and G5 boss fights. Let's get ready. What we're going to bring along is the grenade launcher. Just pretty much all the weapons. With the exception of the GMB and the quick draw. So the grenade launcher, the spark shot, the SMG, and the SLS with magnum rounds. Now I'm taking my time getting organized here because I know I got plenty of time to make an S rank. Still have the whole hour to finish off. And like I said earlier, I managed to do it in 2 hours and 19 minutes. You have a full 3 hours to do this. So did it with plenty of time to spare. And you're going to want to bring along all your acid rounds and all the needles that you have for the spark shot. Hopefully you've got at least 6. And hopefully you've got 10 magnum rounds. For the G3 boss fight coming up next, it's going to require, for this strategy I use, 6 acid rounds, 6 spark shots, 10 magnum rounds, and I'd say about 100 SMG bullets. Let's get in kitchen sink strategy. It's a no damage strategy. And here, as you can see, I like to stack up my weapons in the order in which I'm going to use them. So grenade launcher, spark shot, SMG, and SLS with magnum rounds. I'm going to use them in that exact order. So it just kind of helps me remember. Also, I found a blind spot in the G3 stage boss, G stage 3 boss fight arena. I found a blind spot. A very weird no-go zone. It's very unusual. I'll show you. We're gonna exploit that. It's not a permanent no-go zone. It's only a no-go zone for a certain time. But yeah, it's perfect. So that's it. We're ready to rock. Let's do this.
Now.
What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation! Oh!
William! I should have killed him while I had the chance. I don't know why, I couldn't do it.
He was your husband.
Honestly, we were more married to our work than each other.
But what about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone while Raccoon City burned to hell?
I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with the G-virus in it.
But that's no excuse for... I got this.
I'm sorry, William.
I got this. You should take care of Sherry. You don't know what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Trust me. This ends now.
Okay, first off, blast him with an acid round. Acid rounds tend to stun him for a couple seconds, then go after the eye on his knee with a spark shot. That'll blow it up. Then tuck yourself in this corner here. This is the blind spot. And most of the time, he'll jump back like this, aim at the right shoulder eye, and do it in with the SMG. It tends to rise up a bit. Then hang tough right here, and he's going to swing around, but he'll miss. And swing around to the back and expose his back eye. Do that in with the SMG. It tends to drift to the right a bit, so adjust your aim accordingly. Once you've got all three eyes down, he'll always go down to his knees. So that's your time to go around to the front and blast him 5 times with the Magnum rounds. Okay? Then tuck yourself in this corner here. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but it creates a nice choke point where you can just repeat everything. Okay, so acid round, hit the knee eye with a spark shot and run right by him after you blow up the knee eye, and then run in between these two tubes here, and one of 3 things will happen. He'll either grab one of the tubes on either side or he comes straight at you. If he grabs the tubes, that's the golden opportunity to rush out and do in his back eye with the SMG. If he comes at you, hit him with the acid rounds and go after one of either the right shoulder eye or the knee eye. And now we've got all 3 eyes down again, so he exposes his chest eye. 5 shots with the Magnum. And at this point, he goes into what I call apeshit mode, where he just kind of starts flailing around, and he doesn't jump nearly as often, and his chest eyes are always exposed. So keep your distance, get as far away from him as possible. Whenever he grabs that big column there, that always misses. It's just like, you know, he's just throwing a tantrum. And when you got a clear shot, go at him hard with the SMG on the chest eyes. If you see him crouched down like that, rush towards him because he's about to leap at you. So just whenever you see him crouched down like that, rush towards him and he'll end up leaping over you. And when he's about to pick up something, you can either throw a flash grenade or just dodge out of the way, get out of the way. And continue to go at him hard with the SMG and right at his chest, and you got him down. Yeah, the basic strategy is he's got 3 eyes, one on his left knee, one on his right shoulder, and one on his back. You have to pop all 3 eyes twice, and that brings him into his final stage. And at the final stage, his chest eyes are always exposed. Just go after them, and you got him cold. In the final stage, it's best to just keep your distance.
Service lift is now operational.
And for that blind spot that I showed you, most of the time, not always, most of the time when you get into that blind spot, he'll leap back and then go after the eye on his right shoulder. Occasionally he won't leap back. He'll go into like the second phase where he'll kind of like start flailing about right beside you, which always misses. If he does that, you'll have to go after his back eye first, and then you'll have to improvise to get the right shoulder eye using an acid round and the spark shot. Yeah, but that blind spot is pretty solid. But it only works like kind of like the first time you use it. After that, if you go to that same blind spot again, it doesn't work anymore. That's it. That's my G stage 3 boss fight strat. Kitchen sink. Take him down nice and clean.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
And you heard what the lady said, we gotta get back to Sherry. Now don't forget, we got a save station in the lobby. Or like the reception area where, like, you know, where she's stashed just across the hall there. So that's where I'm going to set up for basically the end run. You can also save the game there too. You should do this before you pick up Sherry. Okay, one final save. Dumping in the SLS because we don't have any more rounds for it anymore. Oh, I do. I still have 2 Magnum rounds. And it looks like just gonna keep everything on board. That's what I'm kind of like pondering here. There's, you know, I still have 2 Magnum rounds. I still have 3 spark shots. So everything's good. One thing I should have mentioned in the G Stage 3 boss fight, when he's getting ready to throw something at you, another way to get him out of that is to throw a flash grenade at him. That works really well.
Hey.
I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help.
Annette? Sherry. How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good. Mommy?
Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God. So Sherry's gonna be all right?
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G virus.
Did you hear that?
What happened to her?
She was attacked by the monsters.
Don't worry about me. Take my daughter to safety. I'm sorry, Sherry. For everything. Your life is what is important.
We can't just leave her here.
You're right, we can't.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
What does that mean?
Self-destruct sequence.
It's a self-destruct code. In case the G virus leaves the building.
Virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is
Save
complete.
my daughter.
Attention.
No! Sherry? Sherry, just say goodbye to your mom. Mom, please say goodbye. Please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? You really gotta get going. Come on.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. You were right about this jacket. I'm so lucky to have you.
We can talk more about that later. We gotta hurry now. Come on.
Alrighty then, she's gonna blow, and we gotta get out before she does. We now have a level 4 access
Sorry.
chip.
Can you walk faster?
And there's one thing I forgot to get. All the hand grenades. Very important. Bring along all the hand grenades you have in your position. They're absolutely the best thing that you can use against the G stage 4 boss. Aside from the minigun they give you. Okay, so we have level 4 access. We can take the elevator down. There's a bit of a gauntlet you have to run to get to the train car.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
For that, as you can see, I got 2 magnum shots left. After that, I'm going to use up the spark shot because in my humble opinion, the spark shot is pretty useless against the G stage 4 boss.
Yeah? Thank you for being so nice
So
to
might as well use it.
for helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate.
Okay, here we go. There may be some stuff in here. I forget what exactly, but I don't need it.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level
Might want to avail yourself of one final save here.
platform.
I think that's the last save typewriter before the end of the game.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator. 10 minutes until.
Okay, plant monsters. Try to run past them if you can. This one's no problem.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Shit!
To the bottom level train platform.
I think that one you can easily run past, but I just wanted to nail him in the head with a magnum. It's kind of like a personal vendetta.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Here, he ran into a situation
Attention. Self-destruct
where
sequence initiated. Use the central elevator.
Of course. The stupid thing's locked.
the door is
Hold
locked.
on.
Sherry, what are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
Okay, now while Sherry's trying to open it from the other side, you gotta deal with 2 plant monsters. And kind of like survive until she gets the door open on the other side. This is what I use my spark shots on.
9 minutes.
Typically one spark shot will take him down. Just aim right for the center of mass, and it's usually enough to stun him and flatten him out. It won't kill him, but it will like, you know, stun them.
Attention.
That's all pretty much you have to do.
Initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Bastard!
I got it!
Attention.
Nice work, Sherry.
Remake initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Okay, flaming zombie here. Spark shot on him. Down he goes.
Sherry, you hanging in
And
there?
that's pretty much it until the next boss fight.
Atta girl. Think we're almost out of here.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire, maybe we can use that.
Worth a try.
Item box here, but no save station. Or no save typewriter, so this is pretty much the last call. The only thing that's really going to be useful is the SMG, and even the grenade launcher is not useful. I ended up experimenting with it because I had plenty of acid rounds left. I think this may have done some good. You'll see the results of this. It doesn't appear to do any good, but it actually does do some damage. A lot of damage. So this is kind of a strategy that I just threw in at the last minute. I've never done this before. Normally I just go at him hard with the minigun and the SMG. Okay, so you gotta pick up this doohickey here.
I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay?
Okay, I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always.
Alright, go out the left side. go into the control room.
Attention.
Plunk in the doohickey.
Okay. Alright. That's something. Okay. Alright, it's working.
Claire!
What? Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out. Fast!
I know. I found a way out. I think we can all make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here.
Leon! Leon! Damn!
Alright, this is it, the moment of truth. Make sure you grab the minigun, which has 400 bullets in it. Okay, now this thing is pretty hellacious. It can climb walls, it can jump on you, it's a total, and it has a long rushing attack. First thing you want to do is hit it with an acid round. If you don't have any acid rounds, go at it hard with a minigun. Then run over here, right to this spot here. Get a grenade ready. He jumps down, whip a grenade at him. Pretty much you want to throw all your grenades at him as quickly as you can, without taking damage yourself. As you can see, she, throws like a girl. That last one may have not done any damage. Now he's climbed up. And he's gonna jump down. Whenever he climbs up, go to the end of the car with the red lights on it. This is a kind of a blind spot too. See, he missed. It's not 100%, but I would say it's like a 90% blind spot. No-go zone. Now, normally, I would just go at him hard with a minigun. But like I said, I got lots of acid rounds left, so I'm experimenting with just hitting him with the acid rounds, and I want to keep, I want to make sure that the acid wears off before I hit him with another one, because that way you get the most damage over time effect. Okay, so he's climbed up again, so go to the end of the car with the red lights on it. Tuck yourself right up against the car, and you're fairly safe. Just keep looking to one side or the other. Here's his long rushing attack. What you want to do in this boss fight is always avoid the long sides. Whenever you get on the long side of the train, rush down to the other end. That takes away his rushing attack. And then just tuck yourself around the corner. And like I said, whenever he climbs up the wall, go to the end of the car that has the red lights. Find it's almost, not quite 100%, but almost 100% blind spot. He can't hit you. Okay, one more acid round. Then I'm going to switch over to the minigun. Okay, it's minigun time. Aim for the eyes. Exclusively for the eyes. Don't bother wasting ammo on anything else. So once again, I'm at the long sides. Run down to the end, get around the corner. That way you take away his rushing attack. Short control burst. If he starts climbing the wall, shoot at his eyes. Sometimes you can actually shoot him down. Here's the one time he actually got me. But as you can see that he kind of bounced off the edge. So it is actually a almost 100% safe spot. He just got lucky there. As he jumped down, he kind of bounced off the edge of the train car and kind of grazed me, which did a hell of a lot of damage, you can see. See, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to be at the end of the long side, just around the corner. And when he rushes you, you just have to dodge to the side of it to avoid his rushing attack. Once again, get to the end. Aim for the eyes, try to blow away all the eyes. Okay, I'm gonna tuck myself into the side of the car with the red lights. See, that works pretty good. Okay, we're at the long side, so go all the way to the end. Get around the corner. Peek out, go after the eyes. What you want to do is get him to the point where he's crawling. Just keep going after the eyes. And eventually his chest will burst, like that. And now he's in crawl mode. As soon as he goes in crawl mode, switch over to your SMG. And save your minigun bullets for the next boss fight. But there's another boss fight? Yeah, there's another boss fight. It's not over yet. Okay, now we're going to finish him off the SMG. Now check this out. It didn't even take a full clip. And he just died. Watch this. That's it. So I'm now convinced that the acid rounds actually did a lot. Because normally at this point it takes me like a couple of SMG clips to finish him off when he's in crawl mode. I've never been able to finish him off with just like a medium burst from the SMG and that's it. So I think the acid rounds actually did some work. And that's it. Almost a no damage run.
Claire!
It's okay. I'm here. We're getting out of here. So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to see where you live.
Good. 'Cause I need to take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? That bad? Oh yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, by now you're probably thinking, oh no, not again, just die already. Yeah. This is pretty straightforward though. It's just a matter of having enough ammunition to do the job. On standard difficulty, I'd say 200 SMG will do the job, or about 150 minigun bullets. You can also finish them off with like a combination of SMG and just pistol, which I've done before, but it gets pretty close. If you have like 150 plus minigun bullets, wait until his eye opens up and then go at him hard. It's no problem. It's a no-brainer. If you don't have 150 minigun bullets and or you're short on SMG bullets, I would go at him right away. So what's going to happen, he's going to keep on advancing, slowly advancing, and once he gets close enough, it's game over. There we go, that's enough to do the job.
car!
You like that? My fucker!
Give me your hand!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just. Well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look, he might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Mom.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by The Gray.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
I told you.
We can get a puppy
Puppy.
and a parrot.
Parrot. Great.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
That's all, folks. Yep, that's it. We beat the game. The credits are rolling. I have the background music turned off, so there's no music here. Normally there is. Anyways, I'm going to skip the credits and get right to the good stuff. The rank. 2 hours and 19 minutes. Well within the required time limit of 3 hours. And we got ourselves an S rank. And this will earn us the infinite pistol. I forget the name of the pistol, but it will appear in the item box of any game, any new game you start, whether it be a new game or new game second run or whatever. It will be there. Fastest way to access it is to start a second run, because then you can get to an item box quicker. All right, and that is it for this run. I want to thank you all very much for watching. What's coming up next? I can't say just yet. I'm working on 2 different projects. One is a hardcore run, which I'm going to go for an S rank, S plus rank, which will earn us the infinite rocket launcher. The other is another project which I don't want to say yet. I'm still evaluating this project to see if it's walkthrough friendly. So gonna take a couple days break, 3 days break. Check me out on my Twitter page to see if there's any change or like there's any further delay. And I will see you next video. Yep. I'm working on it, working hard on the next run, and hopefully within 2 or 3, I better not say exactly, I'm going to take at least 2 days off, and we'll see then what's up. I'm not saying much, but that's all I can say. I don't want to say right now exactly what I'm doing, because if I have to change my mind, then I don't want people to be disappointed. Okay, right? And I just started a new game here to let me just show you what happens here. I started a new game, second run with Leon, Like I said, this is the fastest way to access an item box to get your infinite handgun. Okay, skip the cutscene. There we go. Deluxe weapons added, and there we go. The Samurai Edge. That's what it's called. And as you can see, it has the infinite sign next to it. You will have to reload it, but it has infinite ammo. Still has 15 in the clip though. So I'm going to show you it in action here.
Not exactly how I pictured breaking this in.
Yeah, sweet revenge. See, the clip runs out, just reload it, infinite ammo.
Son of a bitch.
And that's it in action. Alright, so that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.